You're not starting a ruckus with me because I was one of the 20 that voted no.
Can you state the question?
Sure. He was just asking about, are we going to kind of permanently extend unemployment benefits? Because the concern, I think, adequately addressed by him was that people are kind of waiting till their benefits run out to go and find a job. I have heard from many employers that that's true. Now, I don't think it's the majority. I don't even think it's the vast majority, but I think it's a pretty sizable number of people who are kind of using those benefits to look for a much better job. Now, I think that is their right. So I'm not going to say to somebody that you should go and, after 1 week of unemployment, go find a job quickly at McDonald's. I don't think that's the way that it has to happen. But I think that the initial idea of unemployment was 26 weeks. Quite a long time when you really think about it, to be able to find something. Then we extended to 52. Now we're at 99. So I look and say, if it were me having to pay my mortgage, it is no picnic to pay it on unemployment benefits. So I have a lot of empathy for people who are in tough spots because they can't find a job. I get that. But I do know that just like you, I had an individual who worked for me who didn't really understand how unemployment insurance is paid. He thought it was just kind of free money from the government. So he said to me one time, I said, how's your job search going? Because I saw him after I'd let him go. I said, how's your job search going? He goes, oh, I've still got 19 weeks on unemployment. I said, but how's your job search going? He said, well, I'm kind of looking, but not really serious. And lo and behold, I explained to him, I said, well, you realize I pay those unemployment benefits. He said, well, I didn't think you had to pay for those. I said, yes. A lot of people don't even realize how it works. So he took a while, but he found a job. But it took him quite some time because he was very specific in what he looked for. So I think that the federal government is the one who really caused this problem because they gave us free money. It is literally free money from the federal government to the state. So yes, we all pay federal taxes, but it costs state taxpayers nothing. So it's very easy for politicians to say, I'll vote for extending unemployment benefits because I can be a hero for those, the vast majority who need them to pay their mortgage. So I am hopeful that we will not continue to extend unemployment benefits indefinitely. I think that we need to be cognizant that people still need the help, but going beyond 100 weeks, I just think at some point people need to do the best they can to find that job. I think sometimes it might mean working at McDonald's because that's better than not eating. So hopefully we'll be able to keep them going, but not in a way that doesn't happen. You're right, and I think there are some ideas that we're talking through. I talked to one of my colleagues today, Representative Hannibal. He's got an idea based on how Georgia does it, where in essence they kind of tier the benefits toward the end, where you can kind of do some training and other things. So I think there are creative ideas where we can kind of wean people off. So it's not like week 99 you're at 0. Maybe you can start weaning them off at 80. So to kind of give people some training. One thing that I think has got some merit to it, there's something called transitional jobs. It's basically an opportunity for people who have very low skills, like getting up in the morning and being to work on time. Just kind of the soft skills. People who need to realize you have to take a shower not just every week, every day. Things like that where you just need to teach people those skills so they can go get a job. We had money from the federal government to do that program, and we actually have seen several thousand people get kind of a starting job where there's a subsidy to the employer to hire someone. And hopefully they'll stay on afterward because they've learned the skills and there's somebody that they want to do. So I think there are ways to get people off without just saying, keep collecting a check, but still be compassionate because people have to earn a living.